Good morning, wonderful students. This is Mr. Phelps coming from my apartment to record these videos. I apologize again for not being able to make it today. I had a last-minute conflict. My mentors from college are in town, but Miss John T is stepping up again and helping out. So hopefully these videos will help, and then ask her any questions, and you can pause and rewind the videos as much as you'd like. So we're looking at mini lesson number 1. Make sure you're there in your packet. And we're reading example 1. It says, 10 photographers have rented a fancy camera to share for the day. They have access to the camera for 6 hours total. They will divide the time equally among them. Question A, how much time in hours will each photographer get with the fancy camera? So I know there's 10 photographers, let's circle that. And I know they have it for 6 hours total. The question wants us to know, how much time in hours will each photographer get with the fancy camera? So I'm looking for the time that each photographer gets. That sounds like a rate. Time per photographer. Write this on your paper. Time per photographer. So those are going to be our units. Time on top, photographer on bottom, because we want it per each photographer. Well, I know some things about time and photographer. I know there's 10 photographers and 6 hours total. So my time's on top, 6 hours. And there are 10 photographers. I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see. I currently know how much time 10 photographers will get, but I'm wanting to find how much one photographer will get, how much each will receive. So to do that, I'm looking for the unit rate, time per one photographer. There's lots of ways to solve for that. In this case, I'm just going to divide to find unit rate. I'm going to put a star by that because that's what we're going to use today for this first part. Go ahead and write that on your paper. We divide to find the unit rate. Six photographers in 10 hours. I can divide this, and I'll have 6 goes on the inside, 10 on the outside. 10 into 6, it actually gives us a decimal of 0.60. So 0.60 hours per photographer. You also could have said here, if you didn't want to do this division, you could have left it as a fraction. You could say 6 over 10, because that's the division, 6 over 10 hours per photographer. Now 6 over 10 hours, we can simplify that to 3 over 5. Those are the same valued fractions. So I can say 3/5 of an hour per photographer. These are the same values. 0.60 or 60 hundredths is the same as 3/5 of an hour. Let's look at question B. The camera rental company charges $30 per hour. What is the cost per photographer that they have to pay? So I know it's $30 per hour. So for every hour, they're charged $30 total. But it's asking for each photographer, what do they have to pay? Well, let's see. I want to set up a double number line for this. On the top, I'll have dollars. In the bottom, I'll have hours. Our 0 goes there. I'm given $30 per 1 hour. I'll zoom in again so you can see. But per photographer, each photographer only gets 0.6 hours, or 3/5 of an hour. I'm going to put that here, 0.6. I'm going to put that on my double number line right here. 0.6 hours. I'm trying to find how much dollars they have to pay for that amount of time. Well, to get from 1 to 0.6, I'm multiplying by 0.6. So to get from 30 to whatever value goes here, I'm also going to multiply by 0.6. So let's show that. At the bottom, I'm going to have 30 times 0.6. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 3 is 18. There's my place value 0. 0 times 0 is 0. 0 times 3 is 0. Add these puppies up. 0, 8, 1. Don't forget your decimal. In my two factors, I have a total of 1 decimal place. So I'm going to have my 1 decimal place here. So I have $18, which I can then put on my double number line, right above 0.6. The cost per photographer that they have to pay, each photographer pays $18. I'll zoom out again so you can see the whole problem. Stop, rewind, pause, ask questions. Ms. Gentil, feel free to text or call me if you need any clarification. And have a wonderful time with independent practice. I'll see you again for mini lesson 2. Thanks.